Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. I did say the other day, after using Carnival SSJ4 Goku, this man is single-handedly reviving so many units, and one of the biggest beneficiaries to this is INT full power SSJ4 Goku. So, we're rocking out with that rotation, we've got them together already. I'm running the same team I used to get all of these units on one team without running a full Giant 8 power category. That, I think it deserves its own video. Especially with how much of a helping hand this guy is giving. So, he isn't actually on a 220% lead right now. He's not even on a 200% lead, I don't think. SSJ4 Goku is. Tell a lie, Carnival SSJ4 Goku is on a 200% lead at least, so that is good stuff. Now, of course, to build him up, or not even build him up, to get his standby ready to go ASAP, we do need to let Super Saiyan 4 Goku sit in slot 1 with that defensive support that SSJ3 Goku is giving him right now. 281k defense, 281k defense. Don't forget, does have 20% damage reduction, does have an extra 20% as long as he's sitting in slot 1. That's 40% with the support. Doesn't get to benefit from the super attack effect support, of course, with Super Saiyan 3 Goku being in slot 2. That's fine. Super attack to start with, type disadvantage, pulls out a dodge, pulls out another dodge. You love to see it. You love to see it. And then double digits on normals. This is the most recent stage for the Red Zone Vegeta story. Can we see another dodge? No. Did take 484. Which, don't get me wrong, is a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage, but... big butt, and we all like big butts. Don't say you don't. I mean, it depends, right? It depends. Moving on though. Moving on. That's type disadvantage. This is the most recent Red Zone, the Vegeta Story Edition, in the final stage. So this is actually packing some heat. It might be kind of undercover, but this event is packing some heat. So the fact he took just over 400k type disadvantage really isn't that bad. In the grand scheme of things, that really isn't that bad. If you really deep it, if you really think about it. Because I'm going to go ahead and say this right now, without having any like actual knowledge to this. Pure speculation. Pre-Carnival SSJ4 Goku, I believe, anyway, that Super Saiyan 4 Goku would have died to that. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with. I mean, it was a 1.2.5 million super attack. But I personally believe that INT Super Saiyan 4 Goku probably would have died to that if he didn't have the support that Carnival SSJ4 Goku was giving him. Not even the full support right now. That's the baby support. I mean, it's definitely not baby support. It's a chunky support, even in Super Saiyan 3. But that's not even the full support he could be getting right now. He's getting 50% rather than the full 70. So, already it's a good start. I think we may have been hit 5 times already. If not, we're probably looking at 4. But we'll check that next turn if it doesn't pop. But I feel like we've got most of his standby conditions done already. I say most, it's literally just taken 5 attacks, which I'm pretty sure we've taken. If not, as I said, it's definitely got to be 4. Definitely got to be 4. Oh no, it would have been like 4 or more, but he dodged 2 of them. I just remembered he dodged 2 of them. That's why. I was sitting on my head, I'm like, really? I don't think he actually got hit that many times. No, he dodged 2 of them. He was coming in clutch. I mean, if he dodged a super attack, that would have been even better, to be fair. But honestly, Carnival SSJ4 Goku is reviving so many units. As I said, the main one is INT full power SSJ4 Goku. People have been clowning on him for so long, which honestly breaks my heart. Because if you didn't know, Super Saiyan 4 Goku specifically is one of my favorite transformations in the entirety of Dragon Ball. Actually, scrap that. It is my favorite transformation. Don't get me wrong, love Jeets. Super Saiyan 4 Jeets is cool, but Super Saiyan 4 Goku is raw. Super Saiyan 4 Goku is peak. It's so raw that Gordon Ramsay's calling for the lamb sauce. Do you know what I mean? He's shouting in my ear. That's how raw it is. Like, they're both sick, but Goku's is definitely better. We don't have the transformation just yet. We're going to pop this. We're going into Grey Ape. Another thing I love about this Carnival SSJ4 Goku is it's making me believe in Grey Ape forms. I never used to do this. Again, if you've been on the channel for a while, I do not like giant form transformations. I think they are cheats, right? But this one, with this animation, is top tier. Not only that, on top of it, one turn, perfect. One turn of free damage and good damage, especially with guaranteed crit. That's the way it's supposed to be. Also, the sprite. Giant form characters or giant ape characters as well have never looked so good in Dokkan. The best giant ape character or sprite I think we've ever gotten and probably ever gonna be getting. Can't get the full 18 key, let alone even 12 key on the final attack, but that's fine. But look at that, 12.2. We're not even on a 200%, 220% lead. Which, to be fair, is not necessarily a bad thing, because I've seen him on a 200% lead, and that 20% only makes so much of a difference. And that's another thing I love. Kind of applies to the one turn situation. If you get the KO, that moves it on even quicker. Yes, it's one turn, but we done one super attack, and already we're transforming. So we're good to go. We are very much good to go right now. And that means Carnival SSJ4 Goku is going to be giving out that juicy, juicy support. None of these baby numbers. None of these kiddie numbers. We're now looking at 70% defense and 10% damage reduction. On top of the damage reduction in SSJ4 Goku already has. So as long as he's chilling in slot 1, which of course he is going to be, that is a total of 50% damage reduction. Which ain't too bad. So he's now up to 663k defense with Carnival SSJ4 Goku support. Now, again, doesn't get to benefit from Carnival SSJ4 Goku's SA effect support. And that is kind of the only downside to this, is specifically for Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He needs to be in slot 1. You need him in slot 1 so he can have his full damage reduction. He can activate his standby, which I'm still not sure how many attacks we need to take. Hopefully that's all 5. If not, jarring, but we move. You need him to be in slot 1. And while Carnival SSJ4 Goku's SA effect support is fantastic for lasting 2 turns, not uno, but dos, bit of Spanish for you. While that is good, unfortunately that means INT Super Saiyan 4 Goku misses out on it needing to be in slot 1. I mean, there's going to be a very specific scenario, which is there's no attack in slot 1, so you get to shimmy them around. Or there's no attack in slot 2 and you can shimmy them around. Probably is the better situation. And then you can have both. But even without having the full support, even without having the passive and the SA effect, he is still elevating INT Super Saiyan 4 Goku back to probably where he was on release. That's how good Carnival SSJ4 Goku support is. He feels as he does on release. Now that might be to you guys quite a wild thing to say, but the reason why I'm going to stand by it, the reason why I'm saying it with full-blown chest, just like Super Saiyan 4 Goku himself, chest out, right? Not as hairy as him, maybe kind of close. But the reason why I say that is because dodge, good stuff. The reason why I say that is because the content is a hell of a lot more difficult now than it was then. And we're not even finished with these new Supreme Magnificent Battle or Red Zone stages. He was never really competable against Goku and Frieza. He now is. We've shown that. We've proven that. I didn't even get him into INT Full Power SSJ4 Goku. He was still in just measly Super Saiyan 4. There was no full power about him. There was no tingly electricity feeling for him. He wasn't even at full power. And he was competing against Goku and Frieza, one of the hardest fights still currently in the game. Especially when they drop below 50% HP and they're doing even more damage. He was still competing. So as I said, dare I say, he's back to where he was when he released, if not potentially better. That's how strong this support is. And you know the funny thing? This isn't even with 2 dual Carnival LRSSJ4 Goku supports. Because we could actually get him the SAFX support with a dual lead, which we will see at one point, but I want to do a full team video where I show off the absurdities. But this isn't even on a 220% lead. This isn't even at INT full power SSJ4 Goku's best, nor Carnival LRSSJ4 Goku's best. They're missing that 20%, which no, I'm not going to lie. It's only going to make so much of a difference. But all in all, 40% in total is still 40%. It's a bit extra. But we do have the standby, so we're going to pop that shit right now. Still love these animations, by the way. Still love these animations. Still slightly stings that I didn't get them upon release, but, you know, better late than never. And then I ended up with, like, him and 2-3 dupes of him. But this is even on a full 220% lead. This is just 200%. And as I said, if we did have a friend, if we were running dual Carnival LSJ4 Gokus, the one on the other turn would have given the SAFX support he's missing. So he doesn't even have the full support, and he's still showing up. He's still competing. Let's start picking up some orbs. We need to fill up that gauge, of course, with as many key spheres as we possibly can. We're kind of almost done already as it is. I didn't actually mean to click on them. I accidentally swiped. Swiper, no swiping. Yeah, I didn't mean to actually click on those strength key spheres. I wanted the fizz tech ones next to those ones. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's fine, because we'll just fill up the gauge next turn. We're going to have to go into next turn anyway. So it's not that deep. It's not that deep. We're very close to finishing it regardless. But honestly, I cannot wait to use the full Giant 8 power team. I got to see a little bit of it when we first used Carnival LSJ4 Goku. And it's good. It's good. It's very good. But I can't wait to take all of those units who've had a revival, a comeback. The last dance, if you will. And actually use them against like Goku and Frieza. Which they have no right competing against. But, you know, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Because we're still using INT full power SJ4 Goku right now. I'll pop the domain. Although this video isn't about you, so skip that shit. Sorry, UI, I didn't mean to disrespect you. Those animations are very good. They're still very, very clean. I won't lie to you. But as I said, this video is not about you. And I don't need to sit there and watch all of that. Because that's just kind of long. But we've got the gauge fill. I did say it went that deep. We missed the key spheres I actually wanted. Because we'd still have to wait regardless. But we got the gauge fill. INT full power SJ4 Goku is waiting. He's ready to come out. We're going to get that fat HP recovery, which I don't think we're actually going to get it yet because we have full HP. So we're actually not going to get it. Technically we are, but it's not going to do anything. And now we're going to have that guard for one turn. We also still have to leave him in slot 1, but it's fine. It's fine because he's holding hands with his best friend. Literally his best friend. His besto friendo. Let's get him transformed and let's get this show rolling. Come on, Pan. Give your granddad the last bit of power he needs. The power of MONKE. Oh, I'm ready. And let's not forget, right? This second form cell is doing 1.1 mil on normals. 3 million. 3,080,000 damage to be exact on super. He also raises his attack by 30% on super. So that 1.1 mil on a normal will be even more damage. Then once we get to turn 3, 50% attack and defense from the third turn onwards. So Cell is putting out some damage. And there's AoEs. Now, the good thing is, we could try and do this. Although I'm not going to do this. Because we miss out on the 25% damage reduction and 77% defense as the first attacker. So we're just going to leave it like this. What numbers are we on? So he's only on 399 to begin with. Don't worry, that will shoot up. That will go up. Just bear with. Good 22.6 million attack stat, but damage was never a problem for this guy. Never a problem. Still love this super attack animation, by the way. Still so good. Go on, be a guy and dodge it. Oh, the guy, man. What did I say? Be the guy and dodge it, and he did it. See, it's not just support that Carnival SSJ4 Goku's given. He's given morale. He's given belief to everyone as well. That's the extra bit. That's the hidden passive that you don't see. Those are those hidden passive abilities you don't see on his kit. He's also boosting morale. A slight little hand on INT full power SSJ4 Goku's back. Little whisper in the ear. You can do it. And what does he do? Dodges. Dodges. I'm telling you, he's back. I'm telling you, he is pulling all of these units by the scruff of the neck and bringing them back. This is what this is. This is what this is. He's pulling these units by the scruff of their neck and showing them what's what. Because without him, let best believe, even with type advantage, without him, INT full power SSJ4 Goku is dead here. And I don't literally just mean dead as in you are dead, KO screen. I mean dead. You're not even using him. He's not even being thought of to be brought with. That's how doo-doo he is. Or that's how doo-doo he was. Let's get that correct. How doo-doo he was. We might as well pop the active skills. Again, this isn't about you, so we can come back when they're all done. Sorry, not sorry. Again, sorry, not sorry, but the video is not about you. I've made sure to turn those animations off. And we are good to go. All I need from you guys, well, apart from Jeets, is I just need dodge. I just need dodge. And if INT full power SSJ4 Goku can do it, then I'm sure you can do it as well. I mean, technically, AGLUI didn't dodge, but ooh. I just wanted to leave this in just to show we actually beat the event while I was trying to get back to where we was. But this rotation just annihilated Cell completely. Although last time it wasn't INT full power SSJ4 Goku or Carnival SSJ4 Goku's fault why we died. So I'm going to take this. But this man right here, peak right here, is honestly feeding families right now. And this is only part one. This is only the first movie in the trilogy. There is more movies coming. The sequel, the prequel, maybe even a full trilogy, maybe the quadruple. Who knows? But this is only the first movie in the set. There is more to come because he is reviving a lot of units. But drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, show your boy some love. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, have a great day. Let me know what you think of Carnival SSJ4 Goku and his amazing support down in the comments. And peace.